Hello everyone and welcome, this is Ebefar. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be going through food eating speed. I'm going to be leaking the exact equation for how it is calculated. I'm going to explain how it works, why it is significant, and I'm going to give you some optimal stack numbers at the end of the video to maximize your win rate. So how does it work? Your food consumption speed is based on the size of the stack that you have started eating, not the total size of the stack. It is based on how much hunger you have and the hunger reduction per unit of the food you eat. You can see how much you started eating in the game log. For more explanation on how it works, please look at my consumables guide on YouTube. The time taken for a stack of food to be eaten is equal to the number of units that you're eating multiplied by 0.2 plus 5 seconds. That gives you the exact time it will take you to eat that stack of food. So for 60 units eaten, it'll take 60 times 0.2 plus 5 for a total of 17 seconds. You can see this in game on your status bar. 1 unit of food can take over 5 seconds to eat, but 100 units takes 25. Hot food is important for preventing sustained damage over time. You only have a limited amount of time to eat before the fight starts, but the more you can eat, the more powerful the effect applied is on you. Gold cost is important when optimizing our gameplay and chances of victory, so this also has to be factored in to how much hot food we take and eat. We want to bring a set that costs as little as possible without hindering our chances of victory. What's the optimal stack number? I'm going to show you the graph and the numbers right after this, but let me just explain it to you first. Using this hot food as an example, we can calculate the total health healed per unit. So, the health per unit is the healing length times the heal over time stat on the food. In this case, it's 0.215 multiplied by 18. Giving us 3.87 health per unit for this hot food. Then we can divide the total healing by the time it takes to consume each individual stack of food, where the total healing is the health healed per unit of hot food multiplied by the total number of units we've eaten. When we plot these values on a graph of the value per unit of hot food in health per second that we eat over the total stack size that we have eaten, we can see that there is a soft cap at 40 unit stacks of food. So this is the most effective amount to eat per unit time for total health per second. There is then a mid cap at 68 units, which is the threshold before the health per second when eating starts to massively taper off. There is then a hard cap at 104 units. After this point, all gains are linear. I don't advise eating more than this much at once if you're time constrained. Therefore, the max effective eating speed in the game is at stacks of 104 units of food. Overall, I'd recommend using stack sizes according to the situation and your playstyle. 40 to 68 units can be eaten directly before a short fight or push. I would say 68 unit stacks are the sweet spot for maximizing your chance of victory for the lowest cost. 104 units, however, is the best overall if you have the extra time to prepare and the gold to cover the cost. 40 unit stacks are the fastest to eat and they are the most effective per unit time-wise. You should select your hot food type based on your combat class. For foot fighters, they are consistently in the fight and consistently taking damage if they are playing it correctly. So, they benefit from having a much higher heal over time stat with a shorter healing duration stat. They will use up the whole duration of the hot food without downtime and benefit from a higher burst healing from a higher heal over time hot food. Mages, however, have a high downtime. There are times in the fight where they are not being hit, and this can stretch on for quite some time. It is better for a mage to use a higher duration hot food so that it is more valuable over the course of the whole fight. That's it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day or night. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more of this content, and leave me a comment if you have any suggestions or any questions for me. Ebefar out.